Hi, my name is Paola Minoia. I'm a senior lecturer in development studies at the University of Helsinki. We went to do a research activity in Ecuador, in the Pastaza region, so in the Amazon. We came up with this idea of the project to work in favor of the rights of education of the indigenous people. So the indigenous people live, especially in the Amazon, in large forested areas. They have villages, but very few cities. It's incredibly difficult to go to school, also to physically access. Imagine that there are, in certain periods of the year, there are strong rains, streams they have to cross that become a huge, rivers, and it's absolute. So for those periods of the year, there's no way they can go. There can be also some risks for animals they encounter. It's difficult for them to, pass to upgrade to the higher levels. The difficult access is also in terms of access to relevant and adapted education that is adapted to the culture. One of the principles of the indigenous knowledge is a knowledge that comes not only through theoretical understanding, but it's a lot about practice. It's very much attached to the local, to the local nature, to the also local history, oral literature or traditions, and feast and language. This sumak kause is very important. This is a term that means life in plenitude. Life is in its fullness in respect, so in respect of communities and any other living being. So in relation between humans and non-humans and earth beings, each one having a subjectivity and having a way to be respected. The knowledge is not to be bared by an individual, but it has to involve the whole community. So, which means in very practical terms, that schools are open. For instance, the shamans are also part of the, of the teaching staff to teach them, certain meanings that are part of the beliefs that are also related to the knowledge of plants, medicinal plants, and ways of hunting, of fishing. It's really a school that is open to the community. It's a public space. We have visited schools and we have visited also meetings, gatherings, communities, and in various ways, through interviews, through walking together with them, and also through participation in some rites. So what I've learned is everyone has the right to learn at the different paths that are allowed by, their personal family situation and so on. If somebody, for instance, has to help the families in the chakra, in the farm, then there are periods of the year when they cannot go to school. So the school should be organized in terms of units that are circularly reproduced, so that one can attend, in different time of the year, and can proceed. Yeah, this concept of sumak kause is so important. So to connect with our environment and being in community, and this is something that we should also learn. Try to copy, I think.